Hey everybody, welcome back for some Evolution Legends content. And today I'm going to be doing a guide on the market. So I've gotten a request many times from several different users about, what should I be spending my resources on? What should I be buying from the market? And in my top 5 tips for beginners, I kind of covered this a little bit, but I didn't go into a great amount of depth. So today I'm going to do a video on just focusing on the market specifically, the types of resources you can use there, and what I think you should be spending those resources on. So let's go ahead and take a look. So as you can see, the first tab is just your general market tab, and in here you're going to be spending either gold or you're going to be spending gems. And there's a few things in here that I tend to avoid and things that I absolutely buy. And one of the things that I always buy for gold in this tab in the market are these promotion seeds. Promotion seeds are typically one of the first big walls that you're going to run into when it comes to evolving and leveling your heroes, because early on, it doesn't take a lot of promotion seeds to actually go up in levels or to evolve your heroes. But as you get into higher levels, past level 200 plus and stuff like that, you're going to start seeing, where it costs 4,000, 10,000, 12, 15,000 promotion seeds just to get past a certain level. And so I always buy these when they're available. I don't really usually buy them. I don't usually spend gems on that because I think 1,000 gems for 2,000 promotion seeds is pretty steep, especially since you can get 1,000 for just 2 million gold, and you get gold pretty easily. You can see up here, I've got 35 million gold just kind of sitting around. It's pretty easy to accumulate gold over a couple of days, but not so much as gems. And you need gems to do summons, and summons are really important in this game in order to build and evolve your team. You need lots of copies of your heroes. You need lots of fodder. You're going to get that from doing summons at the altar. So I typically don't spend these gems on things like promotion seeds here. So the first thing I would say is, anytime you see this, promotion seeds, no matter how much, what the amount is, like I've seen it as low as a couple hundred, or up to 1,000. But for gold, I always buy these for gold because you don't lose them. Once you've bought them, you've got them. Because when you invest them into a hero, even if you decide to reset that hero, or use something for food as fodder to elevate a different hero, these promotion seeds, these resources are giving back to you to use again. So don't hesitate to buy those. The other thing that I typically look for in this tab are these two things. So I look for dense cores, which are used to level your artifacts. Same with these fertile chords. It's just that one is for the epic level, this is for the legendary level. These I'll usually purchase in here, and you see the broken cores. I buy these sometimes too early on because at the level 1, when you get new artifacts, the first couple of levels you need these broken cores to level them. I'll buy these sometimes too, based on what level, where I'm at with my artifacts. And let me just show you what I mean. So if we go, let's see, let's take a look at, let's go into the bag. Let's see how many artifacts I have. So if I go into here and I'm taking a look at the Covenant of War, and I need to do a refine on this, I need those gold cores to level this. I need 80 of them to take this from level 1 to level 2. The Kingdom's Protection, I'm at the gold. When this is at level 1, you need those purple ones up to level 3. From level 3 on, you need the gold ones to continue to level this. So I tend to go into the market here and buy them, because the only other the way to get them, I don't remember if you get them. I think you might get them from running Heliosa a little bit. There may be a few other things you do in the game that might give you small quantities of these cores as well. But primarily, I'm buying them every day. They're available from this market here. That's where I get the majority of them. Otherwise, I will smelt them here. If I get extra copies of artifacts, I can come in here and I could smelt them. This is level 4, so if I smelted this, I would lose the Kingdom Reduction artifact, but I would get 45 of those gold and 75 of those purples. Again, this is just the game returning my investment into that artifact back to me, so that I can use them for leveling other artifacts. So I'm going to go ahead and buy these. I'm going to buy the promotion seeds. I always buy those. Always needing these, so I'll buy that. And then when you see these pop up, they're really expensive, but they're hard to get. The only way to really get these is if they drop. The other way is to the only other way to get those red ones is to smelt these legendary artifacts. Like you see here, if I smelt one artifact at level 1, I get 10 of them. Another one I get 20. And these are these artifacts are a little bit rarer to drop. They don't drop as often. You can get these either through completing certain quests. I think you get a guaranteed Covenant of War, this one here, when you complete when you get your first legendary hero. There's a quest that gives you one of these guaranteed, but they also drop from the airship. You always have a chance to get one when you open a chest in the airship, or as a final reward for completing the airship. And you can also get them from the there's a small chance you can also get them. I've seen screenshots of people getting them from the cube, the little cube mini game you see in Heliosa as well. So, but again, you get that rare drop, and then you got to smelt it to get 10 cores. It's much, it's nicer when they show up here in the market, and you could just spend your gold on them. And then I don't really ever buy these heroes here unless it's a hero that I need. So if this is a hero that I needed, if I needed extra copies of this for food to basically level as fodder for my other heroes, my epic heroes, I will spend gold on those as well, just to have them. I occasionally spend gold on these enhancing stones, but I never spend gems on these enhancing stones at all, because basically the enhancing stones are used to enhance your equipment. So I'll show you, if I go into my equipment here, and I go to my equip, and I want to enhance this, that's already maxed out. If I go here and I want to enhance this, you'll see some of those gems like here. These are the purple, like the light purple ones. The dark purple ones give you more experience to level up your gear. If I see these in the shop available for gold, I'll buy them for sure. And I don't spend gems on the arena tickets as well, because you get quite a few of those from just doing your dailies, as you just save them up, and then you'll see those available for gold as well. So I'll buy those for gold too. What I will spend gems on here sometimes is to do a refresh. So occasionally, if I'm looking to get more seeds, I can spend 30 gems to do a quick refresh, and you'll see I'll get some more stuff here available. And in this case, I don't necessarily need any of these things right here, like these broken cores, but you might, and you might say, hey, I definitely need these, and I definitely want to buy this to enhance. 50 of these to enhance gear for 6 million. 50 of them is quite a bit, and that's going to, take your gear at least a couple of levels, depending on what kind of gear you're using that on. But I will buy things like Succubus. I would spend 1.5 million to get a copy of her guaranteed, because I know I'm going to use her as fodder. Same with the Hellhound here. And then, again, these, I wouldn't really spend gems on these elite waste shards, unless you're just really needing some waste fodder and you don't care what it is. Maybe you might want to do that. There are some certain cases where you would. Okay, so that's the general tab, just kind of overview. I'm going to say this right now, never buy gear. Don't ever buy gear from the general tab. It is a complete throwaway of your resources, gems. Otherwise, it's never worth it. 4,000 gems. That's almost 20 summons right? That's almost 4,500 gems is 20 summons. You're giving up 20 summons almost to just get one piece of gear here, and I'm telling you, you're gonna evolve your gear. You're gonna get gear from Heliosa. That's your primary source for high level gear for your level is through Heliosa or doing just the basic idle farming. Never spend it here. That's a complete waste. Okay, so moving on, let's take a look at the Hero tab. And in the Hero tab, the resource you're going to be spending is Soul Stones. And Soul Stones are earned by doing this auto hero decomposition. Basically, those are the blue heroes that you get, the rares that you get anytime you do summons. Let's see if I have any summons available. I'll show you what I mean. Let's see what I get here. Oh wow, lucky me! I'm getting, I get an epic. Sweet. I like Spirit. Thank you. I'll take that. Okay, unexpected. So this blue one, Fell Demon. He's basically he's a rare hero. He's trash. You'll never use him in your lineup ever. He's basically, and he shows up here as hero decomposition. I hope they add the feature to the game that anytime you get those, it just automatically converts in the resources for you, because you'll literally never use him. But you can come here, you click him, and you see on the right here you're getting 5 promotion seeds, which is nice. This is another way that you earn promotion seeds. The more summons you do, the more rares you get. You just convert them to promotion seeds, so it's not always bad to get rares. And you do get these soul stones as well, so it's not always bad. So the nice thing about getting, I'll decompose him, and the nice thing about getting those is that when you hit 8,000, right, you can see up here that you can get guaranteed epics. You get 50 epic shards for a specific faction. Now, the 4 main factions are available. The relic and element factions are not available via this route, but this is nice, right? You just basically you're doing all these summons, you're getting those resources, and over time you'll get that guaranteed faction epic summon that you're looking for, and sometimes it really pays off. So it's pretty sweet. You can see here there's some additional ways to spend here. I will occasionally use them to buy specific heroes that I need for fodder. If the situation arises. So keep them. I wouldn't really buy them. I wouldn't spend them down here on these random fodders, these shards for getting like random elites. I would focus more on getting like exactly what you're looking for. Like if you need the specific Eye of Held shard, like because you have 2 other copies, you need that 3rd copy to kind of start like make that 2-star so you can make more fodder. That's what I would do. That's my suggestion. So the other thing you can do here is you can restock for 1,000. You can see down here the auto refreshes in 16 days. I think this refreshes like once a month, I believe. I don't know the exact time, but there's quite a bit of time between that. So if you are maxing these out, I've never gone through all those, but you could refresh for 1,000K, like basically 1,000 gems. That's a little steep in my opinion. Unless you really needed to, maybe it's worth it for you to roll a dice because you really need a copy of something from Dungeon Shard. You might want to try it, but I recommend just trying to be patient and wait for it to auto refresh and spending it then instead of wasting the 1,000 gems, because you do get quite a few gems in this game. But you should be like building those up and stockpiling them and then using them to do summons. All right, so that's the hero tab in the market. Next, let's take a look at Arena and what you spend, the resource that you spend, or the currency you spend in the Arena tab is these glory coins. And glory coins, as you can imagine, come from arena battles. It says right here, get from arena battles. And if we take a look at Arena real quick, you can see that down here they have seasonal rewards, they have daily rewards, and then each time you win a battle. Let me just do a quick battle here. you'll get a couple. You get like 2 here, right? Which is okay. The way I'll probably do like an arena guide at some point. But the way I typically do arena is I save up all my arena tickets till there's just a couple of days left, like maybe like you're on the last day of the season, and then I spend it all just trying to get to that top rank. So last season I think I finished at like rank 5 or 4, like top 6 for sure, for the last season, and then you get some extra rewards. These ones you're going to accumulate a little bit slower. Just as an FYI, you're not going to get a ton of these. It just takes time, but they do build up over time. The great thing about this tab is this right here is you get to, this is the, other than completing campaign or certain special missions, like I think sometimes you might get these Rune Crystals from Heliosa, but typically you get these Rune Crystals when either as part of an event, or if you're spending resources on an event, or maybe completing an entire campaign level. You'll get, I think, 8 of these, I think, for completing an entire campaign level. But you get to spend your arena coins on these, and the great thing about these Rune Crystals is these are the ones you use in the Ancient Circle, which allows you to do 10 times summons for a specific faction. And in the Ancient Circle is where I try to really pull these element and relic heroes, because otherwise they have really low drop rates, much lower drop rates than the other factions from the normal summoning altar. So coming in here and spending these runes here on these is typically what I do. That's what I recommend. And so yeah, that's pretty much, that's really the only thing I spend these on. I think you can make a case for buying some of these other things if you just needed 10 more waste shards to get a guaranteed waste epic. I don't see a problem spending 380 coins on that at all. I think that's definitely worth it. If you hit the tab here, you see there's a couple. I would never spend them on this, literally ever. But yeah, maybe on some of these faction shards, I would. And you can see how many faction shards here. If you go to the shards tab in your bag, you can see like I've got 12 abyss, 12 dungeon, 11, etc. This is where I'm going to like assess, like, is it worth it for me to spend those coins right now and get that guaranteed epic? If it is, sure, I'd go for it. Maybe occasionally I might go and do these regular summoning stones. Sure, why not? But 9 times out of 10, I'm saving them for this 800 of them to buy 5 Rune Crystals, because I'm really trying to go for those element and relic heroes. They're tough to get, and they have some really great abilities. Go watch my element and relic faction overview that I recently posted in YouTube, and in the stream channel for Discord. You'll see what I mean. I kind of walk through all the main heroes there and what they're like, the ups and downs of running those, like why they're good and what situations you do. So go take a look at that. But you'll see that's why I use the Rune Crystals to really try to get them to get those. Okay, so moving on, let's take a look at guild. So guild coins used to purchase items in the guild shop and improve guild tech. So you earn guild coins by running, obviously, like battles here for doing your guild stage battles. So again, you get rewards here for doing those. The only thing, literally the only thing that you should ever be spending guild coins on at this point is basically guild tech. You should be like trying to max out this guild tech, and I can do a whole guide on guild tech in another video, but that's where you really want to be saving and spending those. You should really never ever spend guild coins on this gear here. First of all, it's going to take you forever to earn 64,000 guild coins to buy this piece of gear, and this piece of gear will probably be gone in a week or two, and so it's just a complete waste. I think that the devs need to address this tab in the market, reassess what they're selling here, reduce the cost of the gear maybe, I don't know, but think about different things that you could spend guild coins on and put them here at reasonable costs, because there's no way you're ever going to spend that here. You're just throwing that away. It's complete waste. So enough said about that. And then finally, the dragon coins here. Dragon coin is the currency that you'll be spending here. Dragon coins are earned through running Heliosa. And I think you do get a little bit on your dailies. I think there's a daily you can do. It gives you about 20 or so. And then these dragon coins are used to basically purchase these heroes, the shards to summon these heroes. So I've said in several videos, and like basically the primary hero that most, 99% of the people are focusing on spending their coins here is Kronos, because Kronos is, again, he's a relic hero, low drop rate, tough to get, but he's the best tank in the game right now. Tons of utility. He's an overall badass. Love that hero. This guarantees you a copy of him. Every time you earn 3,000 dragon coins, you can come here and buy a copy of him when this is refreshed. But if you're a big Polaris fan, I'm a Galil fan. I've bought Galil a few times here, because that's what she's one of my favorite heroes. I'll definitely at some point be buying some Erebus, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Erebus shards here, when once I'm done kind of leveling Kronos. I definitely want to focus on this a bit. You can make the argument here for using them to buy some of these other ones. Again, if you really, really needed that one copy to, level something, that's about it. Janna's a little bit weak right now. She's definitely not a top tier hero. I wouldn't recommend investing in her too much at this point. But who knows? They may buff her and she'll be like awesome. We'll see. Anyways, yeah, the main ones you're gonna be spending here are basically like you're gonna be purchasing Kronos, maybe Erebus. If you're like me, Galil, think Galil's awesome. And then the one thing I want to also point out about this is that you can restock this for 1,000 gems, and when you restock here, it's different than when you refresh. When you refresh here, you get random stuff back. But if you restock here, it's always the same heroes. So if you had 3,000, it costs 3,000 to buy the copy of Kronos. And if you had 3,000 coins here and 1,000 gems to spare, it might be worth it for you to restock and just buy the Kronos instead of waiting the 16 days or 15 days, because, leveling him up or evolving him to like legendary something, it's going to have a lot of impact to your team and really help you progress. So it might be worth it to spend 1,000 gems there. I wouldn't see anything wrong with that at all. But I try to be patient and not waste my gems if I don't have to. But not to say I haven't done it, because I have here and there, not too often. Yeah, I think that's it. So that's my overview of the market. I think this is what people have been asking for, just kind of a walkthrough of what to focus on in there, and hopefully this helps you out and gives you some better direction on how you want to spend your resources, makes you feel a little bit more comfortable about spending, because I think a lot of people, especially when you're starting out the game, they tend to hoard everything because there's so much stuff going on that they're trying to wrap their head around all the mechanics and all the different resources and what to do. So they're afraid to spend anything in case of making a mistake, especially if you're free to play. That I totally empathize with that. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of comfort and confidence, and to go ahead and just spending them on those things. On the things that I suggested, you're not going to go wrong. Promotion seeds, things to evolve your artifacts, things like that. No issues there. I highly recommend it. You're going to end up doing it at some point anyways, so go for it. All right. Well, that's going to be it for this guide. I hope it's helpful. Thank you for watching. Please support my channel. If you like the content, please hit the sub button, hit the like button, and if you have any questions, just leave a comment below. I'll be, I'm pretty good about replying to everything as fast as I can. So leave your questions below, and I'll be happy to kind of weigh in and answer any questions you got. That's all I've got for tonight, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you have a great night. We will see you next time.